Hello, hello. Here are my thoughts on waiting. Isn't it interesting that when we're discontent with wanting something and it not happening, we look at how much longer, I don't have the time, I cannot wait any longer. And by being in this place of discontentment, we are making time the object of measuring our success. And isn't it also interesting that when we accomplish getting what we want, we look back and all the time we worked on it, it just didn't matter. It simply didn't matter. All of a sudden, we put this pink hue on the past, and it doesn't matter. We have it. It's all good. No problem with any of it. So I want to ask you, while you are in the place of waiting, continuing to manifest daily, that you remind yourself that it'll take the amount of time it needs to take. Everything takes a different amount of time for it to come about. And we don't know the time. However, what we have influence over is our measure of success. And so, what we have influence over is also us being able to be consistent. And so, rather than using time to measure our success, is it here or is it not? Did a short amount of time pass by or a long amount of time pass by? I want to ask you to start having a different measure of your success rather than is it here? Oh, it's not here, so I'm failing, so I'm never gonna get it, so I doubt myself. Measure your success based on, oh, I did my manifestation exercise today. I am compounding the effect of consistency because you understand consistency. You understand how avalanches are formed. They start off by a little bit of snow going down and gaining momentum and more momentum, and all of a sudden we've got a big trouble coming our way. And so we want to measure our success on, did I do it today? But I also think there's something else that we need to fall in love with. The feeling of how we feel during the manifestation is all that it takes. Over the years, I have developed my own personal imagination method to call in money and to call in clients. Because that's how my business operates. I operate through clients. I don't operate by selling cups of coffee. And so I am so certain of me focusing and doing a tiny little bit of imagination, and I know that the result will come. But I'm so certain in it that in the moments of me imagining what I know to imagine, what I know to say to myself, what I know works for me, and it works for me simply because I've repeated it enough times. You understand, this is not so much about the specific words I say to myself or even about what I imagine. It's more about the consistency. I have developed the energy so much that all it takes is for me to think it, to be it in it for a couple of days, and I immediately see results. So what I do is, because I'm so certain of me getting the outcome in those moments when I'm manifesting an increase in income, more money coming in, I actually enjoy the manifestation. I feel those feelings with such feeling of joy, of pleasure, of the knowingness that, oh, it's mine. And I don't know it only because I'm experiencing it now in my manifestation moment, but it's mine because experience has taught me that this is going to happen. So I actually have reached a place where I feel such intense sweetness in my manifestations. There isn't a doubt. I am so sure. It's much like waiting for a very punctual train to arrive. I don't doubt the train is going to arrive. I don't worry about traffic. I don't worry if they change their mind if the train is coming. I know at 10:17 it arrives at this train line, right? And so I just show up. And so this is where I would love for you to get to. But at first, it starts by you just fully surrendering to the feeling of the moment. And then it's not about waiting. Do you see? It's not about measuring our success by waiting. It's about us fully experiencing the pleasure of having it now. So make that the measure of your success. Did I experience the pleasure of having what I want? Did I fully experience those pleasurable emotions while I was manifesting in my manifestation time today? That is the measure of my success, because I understand that into itself, water doesn't look like it's going to dig a hole through a rock. And yet, drip by drip, drop by drop, over time, the rock gets indented by a dripping drop of water. And so that's what I want you to think in terms of waiting. We're not going to get upset about the timing of things. We're not going to get upset about any of that. Don't push against how much time, because when you push against, so nothing's happening, nothing has changed, look at all this time passing by. Oh Lord, we're only making it longer. We're going against ourselves. We're going against the process. So, did you experience the sweetness of those emotions in your manifestation today? That is your success. Call it a success. And so what manifesting is asking of us is to hold two things at the same time, the having of it and the not having of it, right? Because in our manifestations, we have it. And then we open our eyes and, oh, we don't have it. And so the two things need to be held at the same time. I'm really asking you to think in terms of a quantum creator, right? Not just your eyes open where you can feel and sense and touch. I want you to kind of hold two realities, the inner and the outer, at the same time, and see the old one, the outer reality, the what is an echo. It's just an echo of a past moment. It's not our problem. We don't push against it. We don't worry about it. It just is. No big deal. Of course, it will change. One of my most favorite quotes from a Greek philosopher whose name, for the life of me, I cannot say right. So the quote goes like this: the only constant is change. Isn't that brilliant? The only constant is change. So that this moment that we call now will change. We're certain of it. So why be mad at it? Why be upset at it? Of course, we're mad at it because we don't think we're going to get what we want. But that's where we say to ourselves, no, the real measure of my success is, did I do my manifestation today? And then, did I feel the sweetness of those emotions? All right, my love, now let's practice.